Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Hello everybody and welcome to I Like It Raw, your Raw wrestling review show at a special time, actually at 5 p.m. We're running a little late there, but anyway, I'm your host Jimmy T, and my co-host, no, it's not Big Ray. He's on assignment somewhere in the Bahamas or the Caribbean somewhere. I don't know, but he's somewhere. But it's MS to the G. I need a double gauge shotgun freaking sound every time I introduce you from now on, I think, Matt. But how are you, dude?
I'm doing good, Jimmy. Glad to see that you're feeling a little bit better. I know you were feeling under the weather today, and that's why we had to delay it a little bit. But we're here to talk some Raw wrestling review on what might be considered a very lackluster follow-up to WWE's WrestlePalooza.
Wow, that's a bit of an understatement, actually. It was a little lackluster. And, dude, even when I was watching it, you know, I was on the nod a little bit, dude. I was like nodding away. And then, yeah, like you said, man, I wasn't feeling too well earlier, even though I was up to do the show and whatnot, but I just needed to, like, just sleep it off a little bit, man. And even still, I feel a bit weary, but I'm all right for now. We're here, and that's all that matters. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, it was a little bit lackluster. And we are on the road now to Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. I still can't get over how it's Crown Jewel, but whatever. It is what it is. But till then, let's just hope the shows get a little bit better. But before we do get into Monday Night Raw, I think it's time we hit the news, man.
Let's do it.
As a matter of fact. Yeah, that's the news. You like the little intro there. But anyway, I'm not going to get into too much news, man, but I will get into this. The Pro Wrestling Illustrated did come out with their top 500, bullshit wrestler thing, man. And I find it interesting. So I want to ask you something. Who would you put at number one if you had to right now as the best in the whole business?
I mean, what are we grading this on? Are we grading this on, like, how much they draw money, championships?
Well, you could. They don't specify
matches.
Everything. For me, it would be everything at this point. And now keep in mind, this is sort of done from the year before going into 2025, if you know what I mean.
So this is the year of 2024?
More so than not, and a little bit into 2025. The way they do it is kind of weird, but yeah. So I don't look at all of this year.
I guess I'd have to put number one, Cody Rhodes.
Bang. So would I, and he is number one, by the way. So
okay.
That makes total sense. I don't know why else to see D. No, because when I said to D, I go, I'd put Cody at number one. You have to, whether you like it or not. And she's like, yeah, you would have put Cody. But he's number one.
He's been in the most matches. He's held the title. He said the most high-profile matches. He's been the guy. So, you kind of have to put him as number one.
Absolutely, you have to put him as number one. But number two is actually kind of interesting. I mean, who would you put at number two?
I don't know. A Japanese wrestler?
You're close because that's number three, but we'll get to that in a moment. Just number two. I'm not going to ask you for any more. Just number two. If you had to put number two.
Is it an AEW wrestler?
Okay, it is. Absolutely.
Is it Will Ospreay?
No, but funny you said that because I would have put Ospreay at number two, but he's a lot lower than you think.
Let me guess, Hangman Adam Page, John Moxley.
It's not even Hangman. It's Mox. Yeah.
It's Mox. Oh, my gosh.
It's Mox. But you'd make the argument between the three of them, even though I'm not really a fan of any three of them. And if it was up to me, I wouldn't even, But put bias aside, you kind of have to put one of them three. Is it Mox? You can make that argument. But I would have put Ospreay at number two, actually, if it was me doing this list.
I agree. What's up to the chat? And chat's filling up here, I see. Final
Yeah,
Boss
well,
engaged, Zach, Minger, Bobo, Zane Vicious, J12, revamped. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, what's happening? Thank you for joining us, man. And yeah, I mean, we could have been here earlier, but like I said, it's not AIDS, by the way, Final Boss, and I hope not anyway. It's definitely not. I know that sounds bad. He gave me the look, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's pretty much the rest of them is a bit stupid. You got friggin' Hiroki Goto at number 3.
Okay.
I think it was, which is kind of thanks, Final Boss. Yeah, he's number 3, and then Ospreay was like number 6 or something like that. Seth Rollins was even number 5, I think he was. So yeah, I mean, I would have put Rollins even a little bit higher, but it doesn't matter. The point is, you can shit on it all you want. A lot of the wrestlers did take it pretty serious. Was he number 10? Well, there you go. Number 10. I did have it up on my screen, and it's gone missing for some weird reason, so I'm going off the top of my head. But anyway, it is what it is. But well, in other news,
AJ Styles versus. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that actually. Just actually get into that. Well, it was announced that AJ Styles versus John Cena at Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia, of course. Are you excited for that? Really? I mean, everybody's been asking for this match one last time, and I guess we'll get it in Perth. And people are already saying, "But there's no build. It just got to announce, you doofuses."
Yeah, but I mean, John Cena's not really going to be appearing on Monday Night Raws, is he?
Well, he's only got single digits, I think, at this point when it comes to appearances left, actually, Matt. So I'm not sure. Probably not.
So that's probably why everyone's thinking there's not going to be any build, that it's just an announced match. It's just going to happen at Crown Jewel. So, I mean, with that argument from a storyline standpoint basis, I can understand why people are upset. But from a one-off match setup, I mean, I think it should be good. John Cena and AJ Styles last time they fought was at SummerSlam of 2016.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that was like the second time, because they wrestled also at Royal Rumble, I think, that year.
Okay.
As well. But yeah, something like that, man. So it's been a long time, but I'm sure there'll be a bit of a build, and more so on AJ Styles' side of things. You know what I mean? We have to have a Cena appearance on one of these Raws, right? You think?
You would think. I would think maybe the Monday Night Raw heading into the Australia pay-per-view, because aren't they doing the week of the show? The week of, well, he's not doing any more SmackDown appearances. He's done his last SmackDown appearance.
Well,
but,
and also there's a Raw in Australia too. So there's SmackDown, Crown Jewel, then Raw. But what Kenny F and Powers is saying, his next appearance is not till October 11th, which is my birthday, funny enough, at Crown Jewel. If that's the only appearance, that's bad, dude.
There's not going to be really any build. It's just going to be used for promotional purposes then, to promote the WWE PLE on the ESPN app.
That's crazy, dude. That's actually crazy. I can't believe he's not going to show up till then. Well, yeah, I guess just expect an exhibition match. I mean, what else is there to say? You know what I mean? It is what it is. And look, I guess the story writes itself, right? I mean, they've got history, obviously. That's all it is. I mean, and this is the match, and let's be honest here. They're only doing this because Cena's going to get a good win finally. Like, I predicted that Lesnar was going to actually beat Cena. I was one of the very few. I don't think anyone really at HMG predicted that, but I went with Lesnar, and he did win. This, you know for a fact that it's going to be Cena all the way, right?
It has to be. I mean, they can't just have John Cena continue to lose on his way out, can they?
Well,
unless he's going to be putting over a star on the way out.
Possibly. I mean, shit. I mean, for sure. The final boss of tonight is really popular in Australia. Is Mummy on top down? Of course, dude. She's popular down here. Absolutely, man. Why wouldn't she be? But also, Zane, I was going to say that as a joke. He says a strong win, but he ain't wrong.
The real question is are you going to go to this show?
Dude, it's in Perth. It's on the other side. It's on the other coast. I want to go. I really do want to go. But it's expensive, bro. Not just for the fucking, for the tickets. Because I would go to all three. I'd go to SmackDown.
Isn't one happening in Melbourne? Like a WWE show?
Yeah, so get this, right? There wasn't an announcement initially of a Melbourne show, right? At all. But, you know, I guess they're seeing people complaining because the East Coast hasn't gotten shit. And that's where the main fan base is, not freaking on the West Coast, right? So yeah, they're out of nowhere, like a couple of weeks back. And funny, I found out while we're doing the show, because I didn't know while I was reading the news, that they are going to do a show on the Wednesday next week on Raw, in Melbourne, not on Raw. It's a house show though.
It's a super show, right?
Right. So, and I'll go to that. So fuck going over there. I want to go over there, but man, getting a hotel, getting the plane tickets, and all that. It's just, I don't know, bro. It's going to be a lot. You never know, but maybe you will do it. I wanted to drive, but it takes freaking 4 or 5 hours to actually even get the plane there. It's quicker for me to get to New Zealand from where I'm situated than going to Perth, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
And if I was to drive, I'm literally going through the desert, and I'm a bit, a lot of weird shit goes on through there. If you fuck up, if you get shit wrong, if you got no gas and you're stranded over there, you're fucked. A lot of murders have happened down there too, man.
Jesus.
I'm not going to lie. You want me to teach you? I've taught you plenty of words and phrases, but you know what? This one will be the first one for you, actually, final boss. You're a sick cunt.
I
said sick.
You're a sick cunt, yeah.
And when I say that, that's a compliment. That's not a bad thing. It means you're cool. So yeah, if you call someone a sick cunt, especially from Australia, they'll love you 100%. No, you get stranded. Well, yeah, that's
a
true
dingo
story.
ate your baby.
That's a true story. And you know what, J12? There is a lot of gang trouble down here, man. I will send you something. You'll see for yourself. But yeah, and from now on, just for you, final boss, if you tune in every week, I'll give you a new phrase just for you. I just hope I'm not banned, Zane, but we'll see. But anyway, that was pretty much. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about also, obviously, was the coach having a little cry about not being.
Break it down. Why is he crying?
Well, apparently, he's a little hurt that he wasn't in the montage of WrestlePalooza this past week at the start. You know when they showed ESPN sort of montage? Yeah. The fact that he wasn't part of it, he's a little upset about it. Does he have a point?
Well, I mean, he's not employed by ESPN or the WWE, so I don't know why he would be upset. Because he feels like he was the original catalyst to build that relationship between the two companies? Sure, but you're not employed by either entity at this point, so why would they give you a shine in their video package?
That's a good point. I hate to shit on you, coach, but shit. I mean, why are you complaining, bro?
I mean, it's just logically, Jimmy, have you ever worked at a place and then years later they were giving you a call to thank you for your services? I mean,
absolutely not. Put it that way.
So why would they then go back and thank the coach years later when the reality of the situation is he had nothing to do with this current WWE ESPN partnership?
That's a great point. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he probably feels like he's been part of the business and including ESPN for many years. And I get it. But like you said, does your ex-employer actually call you up?
Yeah, and say, good job. Yeah, we want to thank you. That'd be like me. I work at ESPN. That'd be like if I stopped working and all of a sudden, in a year or two, they did at every Christmas, they do this crawl where they show all the employees' names and thank them. That'd be like them doing that years later. Thank you, Matt. Thanks for working for ESPN. I'd be like, what? I haven't worked there in years or something like that.
Well, Zay says, I'd never do that for the black man. Come on. They wouldn't even do that for any color man, for crying out loud. Jesus. Kevin F. Powell says that would be the same as Maven got offended not being in the video package. Seriously, why is that guy considered a top voice in wrestling content now? That's a good
Hundreds
point,
of thousands
actually.
of followers on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
Got a huge
look at
following.
the other day, his show when it first started. I haven't really been, sort of watching it lately, but initially I thought it was pretty fresh. I'll give him that. And everyone says he's buying YouTube views, even if he is. I mean, what do? You know what I mean? Everyone's doing it these days.
Just for real, except for us. But yeah, everyone's
Except for
doing
us,
it.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. It's not like we get thousands of thousands every show, right?
No.
God damn it. But anyway.
Maybe we should. Let's start buying YouTube views.
Maybe we should. Maybe we absolutely should. You're funny, Matt. You absolutely are funny. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to talk about, man. There hasn't been any other serious things except for maybe people want to hear about something in particular, but we're not talking about it here. I'm going to mention what it is. If you guys figure it out, you figure it out. Just tune in later on in the week. Someone will talk about it, put it that way. But for now, we're not going there. So since it's we're done, I think it's time we do the Raw review. Yeah, now we're part of the Raw review show. Well, like you said before, man, you felt the show was a little underwhelming. I can see where you're coming from. Definitely, there was some good parts, but let's be honest though. We are in Evansville, Indiana, right? I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly your shoot mark town type of wrestling city, but nevertheless, it's still a city. Yeah, Evansville. But we start off.
The problem with this show, not to go too much into it, but the problem with this show is they're going to start building to a pay-per-view that has no real outcome or ramifications, right? We're building to matches that are going to be champion versus champions. And
for
a ring.
A belt or some shit.
Or for a ring or a belt or whatever you want to call it. But we're building to matches that don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, yeah, I agree. And that's kind of disappointing, man. Especially considering that we went from Elimination Chamber in Australia to Crown Jewel, which to me has no business being anywhere else but Saudi Arabia. Let's be honest, man. It just doesn't feel right for me. But in saying that, it is here in Australia for whatever reason. And yeah, I feel like they're taking a piss, man. They're taking the piss on us a little bit. I would probably rather go to Raw or SmackDown than actually go to Crown Jewel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're going to be more
cheaper
relevant compared to the pay-per-view. But you're right, man. No ramifications, no championships that I'm aware of that's going to affect anything. Maybe Rhea Ripley might win a world championship in Australia because it makes sense to go that way. But then again, they don't care about shit like that.
They're not who against who, like unless she's going to be fighting for the Intercontinental or the United States Championship, because they're going to be building up a champion versus championship match.
Oh, you're right.
For the women's title as well.
I didn't think of that. You're right. No, you're right. No one. It'll be probably her and Asuka, for you know, or a three-way with Kairi as well, or a tag match between herself, Io Sky against the Kabuki Warriors. Anything of those three, anyway, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that Rhea's going to have to be somewhat involved, right? But, like, as far as championship matches are concerned, the only one that would be potential to happen right now would be Becky Lynch, who's got the IC title.
Right. And I don't even see... She's not going to be going up against Mummy, yeah? That's for sure. I think it'll be her and AJ Lee. That will be, you know, for that championship here. Well, not here, but in Perth on the west coast of Australia come Crown Jewel. So... yeah, I think something like that. But I do think, like J12 says, Rhea will finally scissor with Io.
Oh, okay.
That'll be nice. But still, they'll be getting together, that's for sure. And I think they'll be wrestling the Kabukis. But, yeah, like you said, I hate to say it, but is it possibly going to be a glorified house show in some ways?
That's what it feels like.
For now, it definitely feels like that. But keep in mind, we do have 3 more weeks till the event. So we'll see between now and then. I'm already judging it, but it does feel that way, especially compared to Elimination Chamber. Because at least with Elimination Chamber, it had WrestleMania ramifications, and that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Maybe they didn't pay you enough, Perth, this time around. But anyway, the show does open up with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Yes, it is Raw. Yes, he's on SmackDown, but does it really matter anymore? I guess
no.
I guess not. Right. He asked what Evansville wants to talk about.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? Anyway, he talks about his damn ring on his friggin' finger. You know, he gives a little spiel about wait a minute. No, J12, I just saw something. Perth is not Cali or New York of Australia. No way. Absolutely not. I'll get to that later on. But anyway, he just talks about his ring and whatnot and what it means and blah, blah, blah. You know, that's all he was talking. I'm not even going to get word for word. But anyway, Seth then comes out. They're supposed to be friends. They're talking about how they got the same watch that Cody bought Seth and a few others from WrestleMania 40. And I remember when he was presenting those watches. Are they even Rolexes, you think?
I don't know. Rhodes basically told Rollins that you changed my life, right?
Yeah, but then Rollins was like, yeah, is this all just fucking, you know, like you feel you're better than me? No, I'm better than you, Cody. You know what I mean?
Right.
He also goes on to say that he's quarterback because Cody feels that, you know, he's the quarterback of WWE because he's carrying this damn company. But no, Seth looks at him as his quarterback, which made me feel funny him saying that because then I automatically thought of the Bronze, who wouldn't be happy hearing something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I guess they're his linebackers, right? if what's it called is the quarterback. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of tension between the two. Nothing too serious. But they just announced that it's the Crown Jewel Championship. We forgot CM Punk exists in Seth's world, it seems. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I mean, what do you think of the segment?
I thought the segment was okay, but as I mentioned before, they teased this at the end of the PLE at the post show when they had Triple H announce that Cody Rhodes would be taking on Seth Rollins for the Crown Jewel Championship. It's a match that has no circumstance. Like, who cares? You know, it's not like we're getting a title for title here.
They make it seem like it is, but it's so not, right?
It's just bragging rights. It's like another Survivor Series match. It's like, great, yay.
Maybe
Two guys from different brands.
Bragging rights.
Two guys from different brands are going to go ahead and go toe-to-toe with each other. It's a super match. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. It's like, why?
How many times have we seen it, by the way? Super match?
Yeah, and this will be the fourth time that they've fought. You know, it'd be one thing like if Seth Rollins was chasing Cody or Cody was chasing Seth, then you'd at least have something that they were fighting for. What are we fighting for here? A ring?
Yeah, I guess made by Saudi Arabia. Because if you noticed, did you see the main sponsor for Crown Jewel?
Yeah, Dubai Entertainment or whatever it is.
No, it's still Riyadh.
Emirates. Oh, it's Riyadh.
Yeah, but it's like they emphasize that it still feels like Saudi. You know what I mean? Which is I find kind of interesting. But anyway, yeah, it's all for Saudi, man. It's all for one of the sheiks. I have no idea, but it's stupid, man. I don't like it. But like Paul, aka the shooter, says, Cody leads the best of 7 3-0. The best of 7. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, he's already won 3 matches. So we've already seen this. So Seth Rollins is going to win here at Crown Jewel, so that way he can get one back over on Cody.
Well, yeah, it feels like that,
cool.
Right?
Like, that's great. I'm so excited for it.
You know, Final Boss brings up an interesting point. He says Cody's acting looks like soap opera type of acting. WWE leans way too much into daytime soap look. What, like Days of Our Lives and shit?
Right.
God. I mean, he's got a point, though. I can see where he's coming from when it comes to Cody. I mean, is he wrong?
It depends on who's out there, but with Cody, for sure, Cody's acting at times can be less than to be, what's the word I'm looking for? It can be subpar.
Yeah, and he comes
depending
across
on what
as
he's
fake.
talking about. Yeah, I mean, his babyface persona definitely comes off as a little too cheesy.
Oh, definitely cheesy, man. I mean, I don't think he even knew how to be cool, even when he was in high school, dude. You know
I
what
don't know
mean?
about
Comes
that.
across-
That's a little extreme. I don't want to insult him personally, but like as far as performance-wise is concerned, as him as a babyface, I think the WWE Cody Rhodes babyface has ran its course. I think that at some point here he needs to turn heel because I'm kind of over good guy Cody Rhodes. What else can you do with him at this point? He's already completed his story. He's won the title back. He's defended it multiple times. Like, what else is there to do with Cody Rhodes as a babyface at this point?
He beat him with one pick.
Beat him with one peck.
I mean, remember that?
Yeah, at the Hell in the
It's
Cell.
crazy.
So
That's freaking crazy, dude.
at this point, like Cold Blooded said, he's a full 6 cheese pizza. That's essentially what he is.
Yeah.
He's a cheese pizza.
That makes me sick.
Well, you were already sick.
I know. Just thinking about it's gonna make me sick though. God damn, dude. Imagine that, just full cheese.
And I agree with Kenny Powers. Cody experiment is done. It's as stale as grandma's sleeve of crackers. The experiment is done. The babyface Cody Rhodes needs to come to an end, and he needs to turn heel already.
All right, but in saying that, we got to look at the numbers when it comes to his merch sales. Is he still amongst the top 3? Do you know?
I don't know. But, I mean, you got Yeetmas there.
I agree. I
You
would
got
love
LA
to see him as
Knight.
a heel.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's true.
You got Roman Reigns.
True. As
You
your
don't-
baby faces.
Yeah, you don't need
Right.
Cody Rhodes to be a babyface right now, in my opinion.
The thing about Cody, what makes him good as a babyface to the company, I'm looking at it from the company's eyes, is the way he represents the company. I think they absolutely love that dude.
Well,
That's
yeah.
probably why they're still keeping him that way.
I mean, that's essentially why I would agree. He's definitely the guy that goes out there and goes on to ESPN and goes to
Right.
the different sports shows and news outlets, and he's an ambassador for the company. And I totally get that. That's why they have him in that position. But there's no reason why somebody else can't be in that position right now as well with him if Cody Rhodes decided to turn heel or if they decided to turn Cody heel.
Right, that's true. No, absolutely true. Well, anyway, we'll see what happens with them two moving forward towards Crown Jewel. I wonder if Punk somehow gets involved amongst this sort of thing. But then again, who knows? I feel like they're already going a different direction anyway for the time being. But backstage, we go backstage next as we see Big Jim ask Jay, his brother, if having a match against LA Knight is really the best idea with him all banged up and all. Jay unloads and says he hasn't even cleaned the blood off his shoes yet. And speaking of that, before I move on, did you see how he busted himself open actually?
I think
At
I saw
WrestlePalooza?
the memes of the videos where he busted himself open on the ladder, right?
No. As a matter of fact, shout out to Stevie Richards and his co-host James, funny enough, who actually noticed something that I didn't even friggin' notice, to be honest. But apparently, what Jey Uso did you remember the chair shot? I don't know if you watched WrestlePalooza.
I didn't
or not.
watch it WrestlePalooza at all,
Okay.
Jimmy.
There was a chair shot that he did to Bron Breakker.
Okay.
And as he goes like this, don't ask how he did it, because even I can't think of the way he did it, because I wouldn't do it, me personally. But he went down, and somehow he hit his forehead, bro, on the way down. And
Okay.
totally, when I say totally, I mean blood just started pissing out, bro. Like full on. Now, and then after that, they showed fan footage. And if you notice, if you ever watch that little bit, you see Jay full on starts staggering, bro. It looked like he was really fucked up from it. I'm not going to lie. But fan footage showed later on that Stevie pointed out, it was almost like he was having, I don't want to say a seizure, but it looked like a panic attack to me. Where he was just in panic mode. And you see Jimmy like trying to calm him down. Now, they didn't show that on TV. This is just from fan footage. All because he hit himself in the head with a damn chair. And if you see it, it's ridiculous, dude. How do you freaking hit yourself when you're trying to hit someone on the back? Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
picture going down and then just bang, collecting your head on the way down.
So he nicked himself.
But he just started bleeding straight away, dude. So he done it pretty well. That's
I
crazy.
don't know.
So if anyone's noticing the stitches, that's why that happened. So yeah,
Okay.
shout out to Stevie and James once again, because they're the ones that broke that down. Otherwise, I would have never, ever actually known or even noticed. So yeah, shout out to them once again. So anyway, he basically was saying, I don't care. He wants freaking LA Knight anyway. So we do get that match later on. But next, we see Grayson Waller and the New Day is it with Kofi Kingston and Javier Woods versus Penta and the War Raiders in Eric and Ivar in a no disqualification match. Why did this need to be a no disqualification match? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't
Really?
know.
It's not like it's a blood feud, but it is what it is. But you know what? The match is actually a little bit entertaining, funny enough, because I can't stand the War Raiders anymore, dude.
Okay.
I just can't. And I used to be fans of theirs. But I don't know, dude. To me, WWE have totally destroyed him. Doesn't even matter anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, the match was great. But damn it, dude, that Mexican destroyer from Penta onto Waller from the top rope. Oh, man, as cool as it was, do you really need to risk hurting someone doing that move, bro?
It's all for show, bro. They gotta try to get the biggest pop. As Vince Russo likes to say, they're booking for the pops.
Yeah, but man, is it worth someone's friggin' life?
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with you there. I thought the match was okay. You know, I was kind of going in and out watching it, but I saw the high spots and whatnot. The spot where Penta and the War Raiders put on the hats to mock the New Day. You know, the giant hats or whatever. It was an okay match.
I mean, Penta wearing that, he looks like Yoshimitsu from Tekken.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. That's the only reason why I like those hats. But yeah, look, the match was fine. It was cool and whatnot. I don't know why there was no disqualification. I don't know why it was like some sort of blood feud for this to happen. But it was what it was. And again, for me, all that mattered was that Mexican destroyer. Because once you do that, everything else in the match didn't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
But like Kenny from Power says, is none of it matters. What is mind, no matter. What is matter, never mind. That's like saying if you notice this notice, you'll notice that this notice is not worth noticing.
Yeah.
Hey. You know what I mean? But anyway, but that was that. It was pretty much one of those matches. But yeah, J12 also wants to know, what are they doing to my boy Penta, man? Jimmy T, is Triple H a cabron for Penta booking so far? Yes, he is in some ways. Even though he's getting the wins, right? They truly don't know what they're doing with him. So I think
they
that's
got
why
him in
he's in the
6-man
spot.
tag matches, tagging with the War Raiders. I mean,
He's pretty much just on autopilot till they figure out what to do. I mean, what else are they supposed to do in their eyes? They can't figure it out, dude.
yeah.
That's why he's in the spot that he's in, unfortunately. I mean, doesn't it look like that, Matt?
That's what I feel like. They don't really have a direction for Penta, so they're just kind of plugging him into different matches and storylines on a week-to-week basis, so that way they can continue to get him on TV.
That's exactly what it is. Spot on, man. It's 100%, man. So yeah, he is a cabron, but he needs to figure something out, man. Like, and pretty soon. But he's still winning. That's all that matters. And no, artist, you're not really late as fuck. It's only been 30 minutes. All good, bro. You haven't missed too much. But thank you for joining us. But yeah, we'll see what they do, man. But like I said, what mattered was that Mexican destroyer for the pop, and that's all that matters. We cut to the Judgment Day, though, backstage at the clubhouse where Dominic Mysterio rolls up to complain to Finn Balor about the Rusev situation. I forgot to mention earlier when you see LA Knight walking in, you see in the background how Rusev just grabbed Dom and sort of shoved him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, what's going on here? And then all I hear, I want the belt. I want the belt. But I guess he does get that shot. We'll get to that soon. Finn asks what happened to Mr. Stand-Up for himself. And Dom says that they all said things they didn't mean last week and asked for help. But Finn's busy playing video games instead. He also brought up, where's Grande Americano? Apparently he's in Mexico. But Mysterio then asked JD McDonough for help, and JD says he's also busy. But Dom pushes, and Roxanne Perez slides over to plead and tells Judgment Day he's about helping each other. Then JD relents and basically says he's not doing it for Dom. He's doing it for the Judgment Day. And so he agrees to help.
What
and
a
that's
stupid segment. What a dumb segment.
It's pretty dumb.
Like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead now and volunteer so that way I can get my ass kicked by Rusev. What a stupid segment.
What can I tell you? I mean, you're right. I mean, shit. It is stupid, but it is what it is. Speaking of stupid, not really, but I guess some ways, we see Stephanie Vaquer walking in with her puppy, her dad, whose
real
name is
dad.
Hector. Her real dad. That's a shoot dad. I guess she was daddy's girl. Who's
Yeah, no,
apparently
Zane
rolling
brings up a good point, like, about the Judgment Day. Who is the baby face? That's another thing I didn't understand. Like, are the Judgment Day baby faces now? Is Dominic Mysterio a baby face?
It's a good point. I think they're tweening a little bit.
Stupid.
when it comes to Judgment Day. I said this in the past too.
This
in
is
more
the dumbest
recent
group.
weeks.
This group is stupid.
Every week, dude, they change almost, man. Sometimes they're healing it up. Then the next time they're baby faces, like they feel like they're playing baby faces. I have no idea, man, but it is what it is. But yeah, J12, it is Mr. Vaquer. Yell to Jermaine Hall. Thank you for joining us, bro. But anyway, back to Vaquer with the old man. Cool. We see her walking in. She's the new champ, which is great. But then we see, what's it called? Also, Bailey rolls up on live at Curia and is apologizing for what happened the week before and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but we'll get back to it because there are ramifications a little bit later on. But yeah, we come back though after the Stephanie Vaquer thing with the old man. We see Adam Pearce is in the ring to welcome your new WWE Women's World Champion in Stephanie Vaquer. Why was he acting like Vince McMahon?
I don't know, dude.
Did you notice that?
He was definitely overacting, overselling here.
He's like, Stephanie Vaquer. Like, what the hell, bro?
I mean, I don't know if I picked up on Vince McMahon. I just picked up on a little bit of the overacting.
Oh, man, it reminded me of freaking, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, just the way he did it. Stephanie. It's kind of funny. Maybe I'm tripping, but that's what it felt like to me. Anyway, she continues talking Spanish, you know, La Primera, being La Primera and being a world champion. And then says in English that the title represents the motivation and support we've all given her. And every celebrates with her and everyone cries with her. And she needs to say, thank you. Her fight will also keep making history and nobody can stop her because she is La Primera, the WWE Women's World Champion. And then Pearce tells her that on SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton is defending her WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill and Nia Jax. And so the winner of that match will face Vaquer in Australia for the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Bullshit Championship.
Yay!
Yay!
Like I said, another match that really has no real ramifications, has no real meaning, other than the fact that
It just doesn't. You're right.
it's just another match they're putting together to put on this PLE.
God damn it.
What is it
WWE
with this
charge.
company?
I don't know, bro. They're being dicks. That's what they're doing. All right? Straight up. No, really. They're being dicks, bro. They expect everyone to pay out of their fucking asses as it is, right? Worldwide. I told you, was I telling you the nosebleeds for a house show here is $200, bro.
I mean,
$200 for nosebleeds? Are you fucking kidding me? On a house show?
that's
Like, come on,
ridiculous.
bro. Like,
They're pricing out their diehard fans, and then the content they're putting out, it just sucks. Like who are they writing these?
9,000 for Mania, not 900.
Who are they writing these shows for?
I don't know.
I mean, they're not writing them for kids. If they're, I mean, you know what I mean? Because they're not like.
But are they
this
writing
isn't
for
a-
the marks?
I wouldn't even say they're writing for the marks.
That's what I'm saying. So who the fuck are they writing for?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking, Jimmy. Who's watching this show, walking away, going, "Yeah, that was a great episode of Monday Night Raw."
Raw. Man, I don't know, bro. Well, Zane thinks that they're weeding out the stinky people.
The week of the stinky people.
I mean, maybe, just maybe. Nah, but in all seriousness, I mean, you're right. That's a great question because who are they writing for right now? Is he writing for Triple H? Are they writing for Vincent McMahon?
I don't know. I think they're just writing for themselves.
You know what's even more crazy? The longer this is going with Triple H's booking lately and the way he's acting in terms of just weird shit, he's starting to become very much like Vince McMahon, dude. In every way.
Well, I
Which
mean,
is
he was
worrying
trained.
for
He was
me.
trained by him.
Which makes sense, right? Exactly. That's why I can't blame him totally. But surely you got to be self-aware of that, right?
Not when you're in the bubble.
Wow. If that's the case, then we're fucked. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, we go backstage again, though, Matt, because... oh, no, we don't. No, we don't, because what am I talking about? We're way too forward. Where are we? So I missed it. Oh yeah, no, we do go backstage as we see the what's it called? Nikki Bella, Rhea Ripley, and
Yeah.
Stephanie Vaquer, and they're all smiles, but also they're just
Oh
all
my God,
joking.
what's up, girl?
Yeah. Why is Nikki still around?
Because she's got to make child support payments, bro.
I mean, is it safe to say, oh shit, Jerome, you didn't just do that? God damn, I got to do one of these ones for him. For the super sticker, thank you, bro. We really appreciate
Super
it, man. The
generous of you,
$9.99.
Jerome.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's given us a lot, man. As others, but I just want to say,
Super sticker.
I just have to do that for the super. But thank you, bro. Once
Yeah, we
again for the
really
super sticker.
appreciate you, buddy. It makes having to sit through this crap better. So we appreciate it.
He says, I do what I do. You do, man. You're the man for sure. Anyway. Zay
Yeah, there's
says,
a backstage
"Jerome can afford them
segment."
tickets."
Yeah, there's a backstage segment. Blah, blah, blah. Asuka.
There's a whole bunch of blah, blah, blah.
Rhea Ripley. They interact. Then they
Oh, my God.
Rhea Ripley challenges Asuka to a match at the main event for Raw. And I was like, oh, great. That's our main event. Asuka versus
Dream
Rhea
match,
Ripley.
bro.
It's a dream match.
I mean, it's the first time in 3 years, I believe, as a matter of fact.
So excited.
Excited.
I was
pal.
so excited for that main event.
Speaking of excited, surely you were excited for the one of three faces of Bailey versus Roxanne Perez. I mean, she was coming out all hugging and shit, all happy.
Yeah, so
She was
Bailey
hugging
had
all sorts of weirdos.
Bailey had asked Laya Valkyrie to be with her at ringside, leading, of course, Valkyrie to be
Yes.
confused, as you mentioned, after Bailey yelled at her last week.
Yeah.
And then during the match, Raquel Rodriguez and Perez attack Valkyrie during the match, and then Bailey snaps and takes Perez out. Valkyrie attempts to congratulate Bailey after the match, but Bailey shoves her to the ground and asks why Valkyrie thought it was okay to touch her after Bailey picks up the victory.
Ooh, jeez. A lot of bitchiness
Riveting
going on there. Yeah, it's
content.
very childish, bro.
Riveting.
Riveting. Absolutely riveting. For a child, absolutely riveting. But, yeah. I mean, this is what they give us, man. It is what it is. But we get into the match. Suddenly, Bailey's not the hugger anymore.
No.
Suddenly she hears voices in her head, it seems. She starts talking to herself. And then she starts losing the plot. But she does get the win in the end. And that's all that matters because Bailey wins via pinfall with a rose plant. And then she starts going
Yay.
off at everyone. Bailey Orton. Yeah, man. And I agree. Roxanne is getting more fine every week. She's great, actually. Yeah, see, Jerome, don't we have one too many crazy chicks in WWE? I mean, Matt, seriously. Isn't there one too many? Why do we need another one?
Because they don't have a lot of ideas on how to book characters here, bro. They just recycle the same old stuff you eat week after week. It's just copy and paste, and they just put different players into the characters.
But you can't fucking do that with... I mean, there's... Most of the women in WWE are kind of playing the cray-cray at this point. Not all of them. But there's at least 5, it feels like I could point out right now, that are playing the cray-cray.
Yeah. Well,
And we
they
don't need any more cray-crays.
Like I said, they don't have a lot of creativity when it comes to characters right now. So
Creativity.
They're just
That's
using,
what they've got.
Yeah, they're just using the same character tropes over and over.
Well, Funnel Boss says crazy girls can be kind of hot. Kinda. But they're doing messy, emotional crazy. These marks are weird. You don't want to be in the long term with a crazy freaking hot chick, all right? Trust, you don't want that. 100% you don't want that. But yeah, Jerome brings up a great point. I loved Mickey James' crazy chick, though. Yeah, she was cool. She actually played it pretty good, as a matter of fact. But
Well, back then they were actually writing storylines, though.
right, and she was one of one, not one
Yeah.
of freaking 10, it feels like at this
Exactly.
point. So that's the difference. But it is what it is. Bailey wins. I think this gimmick's going nowhere. I just got a feeling it's going to be ended like we didn't even see it happen. Like it never existed. Because I just don't see the end game with this.
I don't see the end game with anything. that his company's doing.
Jeez, that's pretty bad. When we say that, that's real bad. Anyway, we see Cody Rhodes. Well, actually, I'll quickly say post-match, Vaquer gets in the arena to celebrate, but Bailey, basically.
Right, as I
turns
mentioned
on her.
already, she pushes her.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's right. So who cares about that? But yeah, Cody runs into Jim backstage, though. Jim congratulates him on returning the title, and Cody asks how Jay is doing. Jim says he's all... Yeah. Jim says he's all in his head, and he's not listening to him, but maybe he'll listen to Cody. Rhodes says he'll talk to him, and they part ways. And then we see JD McDonald.
This was a dumb segment, too, because Cody Rhodes walks up from one angle, and then rather than continuing down the hall, he just turns back around and walks back the same direction he came from.
That's weird.
I was like, the blocking in this scene is weird.
Well, is it his fault or is it production's fault? Someone in his ear? I don't know, man. I can't see him being that much of an idiot. Or is everyone just slow?
I don't know, man. That could be. Could be. Everyone is just not thinking about how to properly execute. Like, if you're going to walk off, why didn't he walk off camera in front of them? No. He turned back around and walked back the opposite direction. It's like, what is going on?
Can I ask, man, do you think, the more I think about it, man, being a wrestling fan for as long as I have, as well as you, and, we talk about wrestling right here on the podcast, right? Which is funny in itself. But do we fucking care too much, bro? Is that what it is? Where the wrestlers these days just don't give a fuck? Like, and we care too much like idiots?
I think as fans, we're investing our time and energy into watching a television show, right?
Right.
And when you invest your time and energy, you want to care about the content which you're consuming. So if the content which we are consuming is poor, then yeah, we're going to complain about it because it's like, well, why the heck am I still watching this?
Right. And that's why I'm trying to figure out.
Which is why I don't watch Raw every week, and do I like it Raw every week?
You don't like a Raw every week? You don't like a Raw?
That's why I don't like it Raw every week, because I don't want to have to watch Raw every week.
Well,
that's why I do the Friday Locker, where I can just stick to the headlines and let Ben go off.
That's exactly what you do, man, which is very, very smart, very smart. But in saying that, I do feel Raw for the most part, though, even though it's 3 hours, is actually the best wrestling show usually of the week, generally.
Interesting.
Because SmackDown can be a slog, and that's only 2 hours lately, man. You know what I mean? When you think about it. And AEW is AEW. I mean, try watching all that. Try watching fucking All Out after doing a show.
You watch a lot of wrestling every week. You watch a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, the AEW's got a lot of wrestling. Well, should I say the hours?
Well, I'm just saying, think about it. If you do I Like It Raw, then you do Smack Attack, and you do all the AEW shows. You're watching a lot of wrestling every week.
It's a lot. But I blame AEW more so than anything for that, man. Just because of the hours they put in. That's the only reason why. With WWE, you kind of know what they're going to give you for the most part. But anyway, it is what it is. And I'm usually cool with that. I don't mind it. It's just AEW can get annoying at times. Can you believe, though, dude? We're almost at the main event. I can't believe it.
Well, we still got 2 matches to talk about, yeah.
We do.
Or 3. We technically still have 3 to talk about.
Well,
yeah, Rusev versus JD and then Jay, and then LA Knight, and then the main event.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's true. These 3. So, yeah, you brought it up. It is JD against Rusev Crush. This match went for way too long, bro.
It did. It went way too long.
For
Rusev it went like almost 2 segments. Rusev is supposed to be this dominant, powerful man, and JD McDonough is getting offense in on him.
What the fuck, bro? What was that about?
That's what I don't know. Dude. This match should have been like 7-8 minutes tops. It should have just been Rusev beating the crap out of JD McDonough for that whole time. That's all this match should have been. This match was a filler match. They were like, go out there and fill 15 minutes. Dude. Yeah, or something like that.
Easy 15 minutes, man. Like, I was looking, at one stage, it was getting that sort of boring for me that I started looking at my phone. I look up, and then I'm like, what the fuck? It's still going. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, no way, this shit's still going. And then it did. Unfortunately, it kept going. But Rusev does get the win. But was that a strong win? I don't know, bro. I mean, yeah, he was dominant in the match.
I can't say it was a strong win when it takes you 15 minutes to beat him.
What does that tell you? You can't beat a big head in freaking 5 minutes?
His head's really not that big compared to Finn Balor. They both have big heads.
Are you saying it's an Irish thing?
I'm not saying it's an Irish thing. I'm just saying they both have pretty big heads.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but McDonald's is fucking pretty big to his body because he's got Finn's body pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except, look, I don't know, man. But the
JD
thing is,
McBobblehead.
they should call him that. But you know what? To his credit, man, I really couldn't stand him. I used to think to myself, what does WWE see in his big head? Like, for real, but he's actually a great worker.
Great. I mean, there's a lot of good wrestlers out there.
But that's true, too. They're a dime a dozen, but I can see the value in him, I guess. But
I suppose.
not my first choice, that's for sure. But in the end, Rusev does win via submission with, of course, his accolades, thank God. But post-match, we see Finn Balor arrives to fight Rusev off and yell at Dominic for abandoning JD. And that's that because we go backstage again seeing Asuka is getting ready for a match. When Io Sky rolls up, Asuka tells her she has to make Araya respect her, which is kind of true. Io then pleads again. Then Kyrie tries to make nice. And again, she gets yelled at and then scurries off. And then we see LA Knight is interviewed backstage. Before I get into that, what do you think of this little segment with the Kabuki girls?
It was whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I know. There's a lot of this bullshit, a lot of filler going on.
Yeah, this whole show's a filler, dude.
Yeah, it's not good, especially coming off a huge so-called WrestlePalooza, right? I mean, I don't know, bro. You're right. It's a bit tough.
Yeah, coming off of a pay-per-view, this show kind of sucks.
Man, do you remember back in the day, bro, when they came off pay-per-views?
It was hot.
First Raw, yeah, the first Raw after a pay-per-view was always hot, bro. And it was a show you look forward to. Not anymore, dude.
Yeah, these shows seem to be a waste of time a lot of times to watch, dude.
But why are they fucking just doing this, man? It confuses me, bro. It does. It really does, man.
I really don't understand because, like, they're getting. I guess they feel like they're untouchable with all the money they're getting. They don't really have to try as hard from a creative standpoint.
Mark my words, this bubble's gonna blow and it's gonna burst all over everybody, dude.
At some
and
point.
when it does, oof. I just feel like it's gonna, I don't know, man. It's gonna hit rock bottom sooner or later. And I'm talking about in every sense, Matt. From their, what do you call it, their stock worth to like creatively to even attendance. But for whatever reason, man, people are still paying to go. And they're paying top dollar, which is crazy.
It is crazy.
I don't know, man. But the final boss says, if I was writing this show, I'm putting Grande Americano versus Cody, American Dream / Nightmare story with Two-Face Bailey. Okay. That's a bit of a... That sounds very bipolar, actually, final boss. That's got a potential to be very... I don't know, bro. But why Bailey, though? Like, I don't know. That part sort of confuses me. But anyway... I kind of like the idea, but still, you got to explain more on the why. But anyway, like I was saying, LA Knight is interviewed backstage. He defends the job he did refereeing on Saturday and says he doesn't want to hurt Jay, but if he has to, you know he will. And then we see main event Jay Uso make his entrance. Yeah. I do want to say one thing. Praise goes to LA Knight, though, because... he's a damn good ref, bro. When he saw what was going on,
I don't know. That's not according to Ben Hameen on the Monday Locker Room.
Oh, dude, if you watch what Stevie was talking about, I felt like, you know what, he had no earpiece on. Keep that in mind. So no one was talking to him from the back, but he was the one that took it home earlier. Once he saw what happened with Jay, he saw it, he noticed it, and he's like,
I don't know. Like the concerns I saw from Ben were the fact that the LA Knight had some blown spots, and at some point in the match, Jey Uso broke kayfabe and got upset.
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
You can go back and check that out on the Monday Locker Room. Yeah, I was listening to that before we went live. I was listening to that.
Yeah, I was hearing. Yeah, I was, and I was listening to it as you were listening to it, which is cool. Okay, interesting. Well, Stevie feels the other way, and after watching what I saw with what Stevie pointed out, it actually impressed me. So maybe, I don't know if Ben's checked out what Stevie said, but if you saw, they were pointing out a lot of shit. They even enhanced the audio to hear what LA Knight was saying, right? Which was quite interesting. I suggest anybody that hasn't checked it out, go check that out. Because it opened my eyes up and I felt completely different. Now, I have to go back and listen to the Monday Locker Room, obviously, to hear what Ben said. But what was a couple of things that he really hated?
Well, Ben had pointed out the fact that at one point in the match, you could see Jey Uso get pissed and say, "What the fuck? You're supposed to be fucking over there." And he's yelling at LA Knight. So it looks like LA Knight was out of position when during a specific spot, which fucked up Jey.
That could have been storyline, though.
No,
still,
I don't think it was storyline. That's not what Ben said. He was like, that wasn't storyline. And I agree with Ben.
I have to check that out. I got to check it out to really give my thoughts on that. And I'm only going by what Stevie. I wasn't paying attention to the way he was refereeing. Let's be honest, right, on the pay per view. But what Stevie pointed out was kind of an eye opener, and he actually feels that more workers should become referees instead of just getting random referees. He feels like ex-wrestlers that retire should become the refs because they understand how the business works, right?
Maybe they should.
Makes sense.
Stevie should be a referee.
Who?
Stevie should be a referee.
Is that? Maybe he should. I mean,
Maybe
shit,
he should.
you're saying that. I mean, goddamn. But anyway, check that out, and then I guess check out the Monday Locker Room.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they both went complete opposite. But anyway, that leaves us to the main event, though.
No, it doesn't lead us to the main event. We still got 2 matches. We got to talk about Jey Uso and LA Knight first.
My bad. I'm talking about main event Jey Uso, not the main event, versus LA Knight. I didn't like the finish to this. I didn't even like. Was this a squash match in your opinion?
I think this was.
Like
I think LA Knight lost because he fucked up the night before.
Interesting. Because they squashed him, bro. Let's be honest, dude. Like, this felt like
retribution.
Right. I mean, now that you put it that way, it's weird. It's a weird fucking finish. I feel like, really? Just like that? Like, he's just going to get beaten? Like, but anyway, as I was saying, Jey Uso does win via pinfall with a spear. I guess
after the Vision interferes.
But then, yes, after the Vision interferes and whatnot. And then you see Paul Heyman yelling at Bron Breakker like he's a dog, complete with a good boy. Fucking, this is ridiculous.
Well, that's because Big Jim comes out, right? Like, the Vision attack LA Knight. Jey takes advantage of it, and then afterwards they go to continue to attack on LA Knight. Jey leaves, and then Big Jim comes out with the chair. And then, yeah, Paul Heyman is like barking at Braun to not go into the ring.
Yeah, and talking to him like a dog. Good boy, good boy. Come on. Really? First of all, it shits me that he barks like a dog already one too many times. But now you're going to talk to him like a dog too. Is that where we're going?
I guess so. He's a caged up animal. He's on a leash.
Woof, woof. I know his old man used to woof, but come on, bro. You know,
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just saying that that's the way they're positioning it. That Paul Heyman calls the shots when Seth Rollins is not out there.
That's true. The next time I go to a televised event and I'm close to any camera, I'm gonna bring some dog treats.
Okay.
For fucking Bron Breakker. You mark my words. I'll throw it at him. I'm like, come here, Bron. Come here, boy. Oof.
And that's how Jimmy got kicked out of a WWE show.
Why would I get kicked out for? What am I doing?
For throwing stuff at the wrestlers? Yeah, come on. You're going to get kicked.
Dog treats, bro.
It doesn't matter. You're still throwing things at the wrestlers.
I'm throwing it at him, not... Well,
yeah, you're throwing him at him.
You're
yeah.
right. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. But it's just a treat. It's a treat. If you want to act like a dog, well, fuck. You get treated like one. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, that's his character, I guess.
Anyway, but I swear I'll do it. I'll do it, man. You mark my words. Maybe next year. Hopefully it's in Melbourne, a televised event. Anyway, as I said, Jey Uso does win, but at the end, like you said, everyone interferes and whatnot. And, I said, I went back to front. You said the start, I said the end, but then you went back to the end. But then we go backstage, though, and we see Becky Lynch just freaking crying about, what's it called, AJ Lee and CM Punk, while you see Seth Rollins just sitting there looking at his damn.
And they never paid this off, right? Like Becky Lynch was backstage, she did all this stuff, and then nothing happened throughout the rest of the night.
Nothing.
So what was the point of this? What was the point of this backstage segment?
And clearly you could tell that Seth wasn't even paying attention. His mind wasn't even on Punk for whatever reason. It was on Cody, right? That's what it implies anyway to me.
Another throwaway backstage segment.
And that brings me to another question now I want to ask you, Matt. Do you feel that this match that's lined up for Crown Jewel is a little too soon? Like, especially considering that he was in a program with Punk that clearly is not really finished yet. Do you think they're just jumping all over the place?
They are. It's just a thrown together match for a stupid ring. That's all this is. This is a pay-per-view. It's normally in Saudi Arabia, sponsored by Saudi Arabia, put in Australia because Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are filming a movie there. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty stupid, man. And that's the thing. You brought up a great point because I was going to ask you, even though it's Crown Jewel, do you have to do the Crown Jewel bullshit?
Apparently you do. Apparently you do. It's a throwaway pay-per-view, man. It's a throwaway match. It's a throwaway pay-per-view.
I wonder if Saudi Arabia does have any sort of pool for that match, if you know what I mean. Where they're booking that, even though it's not even in Saudi Arabia.
I don't know, dude.
I'd be down for that, by the way, boss. Make Sammy the Ayatollah. A full Allah Akbar type of shit. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that? Zayn in a full Arab fucking...
I can imagine it. All right, let's get to the main event now, the real main event.
The real main event? The real ski?
Yeah.
Well, there is a few... well, actually, don't worry about that. Yeah, it is Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Now, this match was great. It was pretty good, let's be honest, right? But maybe I was expecting a little more. Maybe I was a bit bored by the end of it. But nevertheless, it was a tough match for the both of them. And Rhea does end up getting the win. And guess how she gets the win, Matt?
With a schoolboy pin, a roll-up.
They love... Why is wrestling now and roll-ups the one-on-one fucking move to pin people?
I don't know, because everyone's like, oh my God, it's out of nowhere. It's like, okay, let's... And everybody... AEW does it too. It's just an overuse of these roll-ups, man.
It's all across the board now, and it's starting to really annoy me, dude. It's like... It's become part...
Oh, and Jimmy's gone. So while Jimmy's gone here, let me explain what happens here. So Rhea Ripley defeats Asuka via pinfall with the schoolboy pin. Kairi Sane reluctantly attempts to interfere and help Asuka, leading to an accidental collision that allows Ripley to get the roll-up for the victory. And then Asuka attacks after the match. Oh, there we go. Jimmy's back.
One browser crashed for some weird reason. Maybe talking about the Saudis.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I? Or did you want to continue on saying about the main event?
Yeah, I mean, I started talking about it, that Kairi Sane reluctantly attempts to interfere and help Asuka, leading to an accidental collision that allows Ripley to get the roll-up victory. And then Asuka attacked after the match, missing Ripley and encouraging Kairi Sane to join in on the attack. Sky runs to the ring and Asuka to stop, which Asuka agrees to before hitting Sky with the back fist. And then Asuka and Sane continue the attack on Sky and Ripley until the show goes off the air.
That's that. Like Jerome says, fruit roll-up win. Yeah. Exactly. And why not a tit slap for the win? I mean, why not? Well, actually, do any of them really have any tits, to be honest? I mean, just saying.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
But this is obviously clearly setting up a tag team match at Crown Jewel with Asuka and Kairi Sane taking on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
Are you pumped?
No. This whole show sucked.
Yeah, I know, it did. The only thing, it sucked. I'm trying to find something positive just for a second.
This whole show sucked. Like it just, I had to watch it almost 2 times because I was falling asleep to it. Like
that happens to me with AEW.
WWE Raw sometimes is better than Robitussin medicine. You just, if you need to knock out because you're not feeling well, Jim, you just watch professional wrestling.
You know what's funny is I started feeling that way after watching Raw.
Yeah, exactly.
Coincidence? I don't know.
You got up this morning, you started watching Raw, you felt sick, you threw up, then we had to delay the show.
Well, I was up for the show, like at the time, if you remember when I was texting you, but I was so like fucked, like at the time, like I don't know, I can't do it.
This
bro.
show made you feel sick, dude.
You
That's
reckon
what
I
it can,
caught a
That's what it
fucking-
comes down. That's what it comes down to.
Wow, that's pretty weird. If that's the case, I like a Raw, but not all the time. WWE, all right, please. It gets you sick after a while. Just saying. And this is probably one of the quickest I like a Raws we've ever done. As a matter of fact, you wanted it fast, you got fast.
The Raw. That's because there was nothing to talk about. It wasn't a good episode of Monday Night Raw. I told you before we started. I was like, let's just power through this thing because it just wasn't a good show.
No, I know what you're saying. You're right. And the final boss is I'm writing flag matches on every pay-per-view for 6 months.
Something. Give us something here. Jimmy, what were your
fuck.
final thoughts then on Monday Night Raw?
If I had to give this out of 5 face slaps, Jesus, man. Wow, I'm going to say it's probably one of the lowest. 1.5 face slaps.
I was going to say something like that. One face slap.
That's pretty bad, dude. I mean, I'm not going to lie. That's really bad.
They
And
had
I
a
don't
C-
usually say that.
They got
about
Ready
them.
to See on their pay-per-view where they put John Cena and Brock Lesnar out there first, which made no sense to have John Cena then lose after having this big grand entrance with the kids.
Oh, I knew he was going to lose. I was the only one that went with
No,
Brock
I'm not
winning,
saying
that?
I'm not saying he shouldn't have lost. I'm just saying that why put that on to begin in the beginning. As Ben points out, your first match of the night is supposed to pump up the crowd. Instead,
Right.
you have the baby
got everyone
face
crying.
Instead, you have the baby face lose, and then there was nowhere to go from there. And then they go into Monday Night Raw the next night, and then instead of like trying to build like proper storylines, no, we're building to a throwaway pay-per-view with throwaway matches that don't really have any ramifications going for future storylines.
No, you're
Who
right,
cares?
man. I mean, shit, you're right. I mean, what can I say? But what's funny, though, what did pop me was the kids. They went to all the kids' faces. You didn't watch WrestlePalooza, but if you do, after seeing the Lost, all the kids were crying, bro. And I mean, hysterically. Like, you see different faces of kids just full crying, man. Like, it was kind of funny, bro. I'm not going to lie, man. It popped me. But yeah, it's kind of sad. Did you notice it was all white kids too, by the way?
I don't.
came
Oh
out?
my gosh, Jimmy! Here we go with
I'm
the
just
racist,
saying,
with
bro,
the
I know it's
racist
Indiana.
Jimmy stuff here. We
That's not fucking
gotta
racist.
get your stuff in at the end, Jimmy.
Oh, God damn it. Here we go. I'm trying to. I'm
Did you notice it was all white kids? Nobody was thinking
motherfucker.
about that until right now, Jimmy.
Well, you brought up the kids, and it made me think of the damn kids.
Oh
And
my God!
all I saw was white, but apparently Triple H doesn't see color, apparently. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just.
They were in
reporting on what I
Indiana.
saw.
What did you expect?
I know, that's what I said. I said the same thing. I go, I know we're in Indiana, and I get it. I get the history and all that, but it is what it is. But, oh, dude, don't make me bring A-Track Brown, bro. I mean, shit. Actually, you should check out one of the. I was on their show a few weeks back,
Who?
but well, yeah, I don't know if I should mention it here, but you know what who you. I don't want heat, man. I don't
You're gonna get
I don't wanna
heat,
heat
Big
him.
Ray. He's gonna be listening.
That's why, he got pissed when he found that out. He actually knows. I'm just saying. Because when I told him, he's like, anyway, don't you ever do that again. And it was right after this show. I went on their show. I was just in the chat, and then they told me to jump in. So I'm like, all right, cool. And anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, stop it, Zane, Hardy, Jimmy. Fucking cunt.
Zane, I think you're a sick cunt. How about that?
No, he's not a sick cunt. He's a dumb cunt, all right?
Sick cunt.
That's it. There's another one you just learned, by the way, final boss. That means you're literally what it means. You're a dumb cunt.
Oh boy.
Just quietly. Hey, they want to learn. They want to know. You got it from me. But anyway, in saying that, man, tell them what you're doing and what are you up to?
Yeah, so check out SMB South Park Review, South Park Pod. We'll be live tonight, 10:15, 10:30-ish Eastern. We're reviewing the next episode. We're in coming to the end of season 18, season 19, episode number 298 as we get closer to the 300th podcast review of South Park. So you can check that out. You can check out the trailer for Modern Folklore, my movie that's coming out October the 17th on streaming services. We actually just got, the movie just got accepted into the International Video and Arts Independent Film Fest in Paris, as well as the New York Independent Film Festival, NYC. So that's pretty cool. So check that out. You can also check out the watch-alongs with Brandon on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And then you can check out his After Dark specials on the weekends as well. Sometimes I pop in there too. What else? You got the Monday Locker Room that dropped yesterday. You got the Friday Locker Room coming up this week. Piers Austin should be joining me. Maybe Jimmy T if he's around. We'll see.
I'll be around.
All right. So we might go down under in the Friday Locker Room this upcoming weekend. So check that out. Don't forget to check out. Impact Attack is also available on channelattitude.com right now, as well as the Sunday Morning Wreckage from Jimmy T and the Vets and the Professor's review of AEW All Out.
Ah. And by the way, did you see YouTube rejecting the comment?
No.
Oh, it doesn't say that. It says, all I read was dumb and then CUN with a star.
Oh, yeah, it
Really?
rejected the word itself.
Wow. Anyway, the second final boss was DUMB and then CUNT, just so you know. Anyway, because you want to know. As far as I go, yeah, tune into the Smack Attack this week, Sunday at whatever time it is. I don't even know anymore, but whatever that is, it'll be sometime on Sunday or Saturday. Sorry, not Sunday. Also, that wreckage with myself and, of course, the Vet every Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern. So look out for that. We had the Professor on this past week. It was a great show. It was the All Out edition, so we had a marathon of a show. So go check that out right here on Humming Media Group's YouTube channel and, of course, on channelattitude.com. But in saying that, this show right here is exclusively on the Humming Media Group YouTube channel, not on channelattitude.com. So remember that. So I think it's a wrap now, Matt. We can just go home. So in saying that, I am Jimmy T. He is the 12 gauge MS to the G. And you've been listening and watching I Like a Raw, your Raw Wrestling review show right here on Humming Media Group's YouTube channel.
Group.
We're out.
Group.
That's it. Group. I need that, by the way. Send it to me.
I don't
I
have
can
it.
have it on my roadcaster. Oh,
I
you
don't
don't?
have it? No.
God damn it. Peace, everybody.
Laters, guys.